5 perspectives for yourselves to think about, right? So, because you may sit there and go, Sid, that's all great. I'm not about to start a startup, nor am I in a leadership position or senior enough or in the right role to go and do anything innovative inside my business unit. But what can you do from a personal career perspective? Firstly, you need to realize that, especially these days, you don't need to be a techie, right? So now, it's a bit funny if I say I'm not a techie because I've been in technology for so long and some deep stuff and whatever, and I now run a big data company, but I don't code. I hire these people. But don't let that be a restraint in your vision and what you want to pursue. The other thing is you don't need to start from scratch. There's another theme that was bubbling away in my show, which was there's actually nothing new. Everything that we're doing is just a better iteration, a better version, of what's already existed. Now, something may have been created already that failed because of wrong time, wrong market, wrong distribution at the time, for example. But there's some learnings there, there's some knowledge there. There could be people that have tried things, you could talk to them, but the point is, you don't think you have to start everything from scratch. In fact, I'd argue against it quite strongly because what you want to do is fail fast. So by quickly adopting what exists, taking whatever knowledge you have and working out what you can do with it, that's going to be more useful to you. The other thing is it's really cheap to experiment. If you get a chance to jump on the show, Show Innovation, there's a guy, Phil Hayes Sinclair, he's built a company called AirShare, right? And to make it very quick, he was driving his 8-month-old daughter in the back, in the car, and this ad comes on for Bon Jovi concert, and he knows his wife is a big fan of Bon Jovi, and he wanted a mechanism to record the details of what came out of the radio. And there was no mechanism. So he's now got a company that allows you to record what you hear on radio. But the point of it's really cheap to experiment, and I asked him on the show, the first minimum viable product he created for $400 on the iPhone with a big red button that you could just have it sitting in the car just to see whether people have hair on fire checkbook out, right? Do they care enough to do something? And he proved it for $400, and he argues that was 3 years ago, and it would be cheaper today to do that. So it's cheap to experiment. You can change swim lanes. What I mean by that is often we get restricted in life by, well, I'm this type of person, or I'm that type of person, or my career is here, or my career is there. Again, today it's so easy to transition into new roles, new opportunities. There's a lot of online learning tools that we can adopt. There's great networking events and meetups. So don't be restricted. So it's not about what you're going to do, it's what you're going to do next in your career. Think about it in that perspective. And finally, start with your purpose, right? Start with what sets your heart on fire, and everything else will fall into place. Make your move. Thank you.